Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So today we go to so last week we are we were talking about the Banyindriya. From the Dhammasaṅgaṇī, page number 19, paragraph number 16. So if we read Banyindriya, the Pali text or the Dhammasaṅgaṇī, there I think you recognize one word repeated for two times. That word is Dhamma Vijayo. Okay, Dhamma Vijayo. So Yadasme Samaye Banya Bhajanana Vijayo Bhavijayo Dhamma Vijayo. And then Sanlekana, Ubalekana, Bajubalekana, Bandejan, Kosanla, Nebonya, Webavya, Jinda, Ubabreka, Puri, Meda, Brinayika, Vipassana. And then nearly the end. So Banya Bajodo, Banya Radanam, Amoho. And then Dhamma Vijayo. Okay. Dhamma Vijayo. Samadhi. So in this context, the Dhamma Vijaya is repeated for two times. So that why also when you are reading, you have to pay attention. What are the repetition? So I think you have read all the translations here. So Banya, the Buddha talked a lot about the Banya here, and also in comparison with what Banya is his strength, and also Banya is like like the driving stick, Gibadodo, and also Banya is like a leader, Brina Yika. Okay. So and also Banya is like the earth. So, and then Banya as a strength. Banya as a strength, Banya as a weapon, Banya as a palace, I mentioned Banya as the light, Banya, Aloko, Obaso, Bajodo, so with the synonyms, many synonym items, Aloga, Obasa, Bajoda. So in the Dhammacakka Bodhana Sutta, when the Buddha proclaimed that so about his attainment of the realization, his attainment of the omniscient wisdom. So Panya Udabadi, Vijja Udabadi, Aloka Udabadi. And this number one is the Jekko Udabadi, right? Jekko Udabadi, the eye. Panya Udabadi, wisdom. And then Vijja Udabadi, Aloka Udabadi. So light appear there. So I think we don't need to explain much about about the Banya with the simile of a light, Banya with the simile of what the Radhana jewel. So in this, on the Athasalini, page number 192, the commentator is playing Radhana. The word Radhana. Radhikaranathena. Okay. So Radhikaranathena. Radhana. So and then okay, so light. Okay. Where? Faculty. So these are four kinds of light here. Likewise, Bhikkhus, four kinds of for the meaning has been well analyzed in various ways. Other understanding the different. The treasure of understanding here is meant in the sense of causing, giving, producing delight, of being worthy of respect, or being buried, or the difficulty of getting, of manifesting it. So these the words are there. Commentator explained that Rati Karanathena. Rati means delight. Karanathena making. Okay. Causing cause to have been cause to have been delight. That's why it is called Radhana. So Radhana means a jewel or treasure. So whenever we get a Radhana, we are happy, right? So that's why it is called Radhana. So it makes us happy, and also it gives us happiness. Okay. So and also it produces happiness. Chitikadathena. Chitikada. Chitikada is here translated as of being worthy of respect. And also another meaning is of being varied. So that's Chitikada. And then Dolaba Badu Bawatena. Difficult to get. So is it sure? Uh, for the rich people, it's okay to get whatever jewelry they like. But for those who are ordinary or maybe uh, under the grassroots people or whatever, so they have to earn money, even they just get to survive, okay, to survive their life, much less uh, do adorn or to decorate with the jewelry or to possess. Maybe they also want to get it, jewelry or ring, earring, or necklace or whatever. And then you may remember that during the Buddha's time, one of the disciples of the Marcus Bhattira, so we have a talk about that. We have a thought about this. So she want to go to the festival, but because she's poor, so then she make a what grasses in order to decorate her head. So later on, by the power of the Ban River, that Ban River, she got a what treasure, okay, treasure crown or something like that. So that sort of stories are also there. So the point here we like want to mention is that Dolaba Badu Bawatina is a rare to get. Okay, rare to get. Rare to happen is also called a Radhana. Okay, so real something which is very precious is rare to happen. Dolaba Badu, like the Buddha, Buddha Abhiya. So according to our Buddhist in this world system, Kappa, there are only five Buddha. Five Buddhas appear. Five Buddha will be here. in this universe. So in this world system, current world system. So four Buddhas already appeared. So we stay have a one Buddha that we got in our tradition is called Remediya Buddha. So how rare it is. Okay, nowadays also even you see apart from the Buddha, we are very difficult to get, very difficult to see Arahant. Okay, because even though Arahants are very popular in our tradition, in the Buddhism, everyone want to see the Arahant, but they don't know where is Arahant. Okay, uh, and also uh, those who are Arahant also they trying to live in a seclusion, and also they don't reveal their status. So that's why maybe through the influence, we may know that this is that Sayadaw is a very famous for his practice, meditation or Sila Samadhi Panya. That's why it's people assume that he is Arahant, and so, but it's very rare to see the Arahant. That's why it is called. Though being Arahant also what Radhana. Okay, Tolaba Badu Bawatina. Very difficult to get. Okay, very difficult to appear. Tolaba Badu Bawa. And then another one is Adula Thena. Adula Thena. Adula. Adula means it's incomparableness. Tula. Tula actually means balance. We make it, we wait in. Okay, we wait in. We weigh something in with that tool, so that they call what tula. So adula cannot be measured, so immeasurable, incomparable. So if you use the balance, so you have to find something which share the same weight or the same measurement. Okay, so that means it means that you have to how to say compare. Okay, this thing is how heavy it is and compared to this thing. So, but the Atula means that they are peerless. Okay, peerless, incomparable, incomparableness. So nothing to be compared. So for the Buddha, no one, no, there is nothing to be compared with the Buddha. So in the Radhana Sutta, yeah, there is a verse. What? Yanida Buddhani Samagadani Bomani Vayani Va Andaleki. And that's another one. Yaginji Vedam Idava Huranwa Sagisu Yang Radhanam Banida Na no Saman. Okay. Na no Saman Ati Data Gadina. I think you have learned that the kind of verse talking about the virtue of the Buddha. Okay, Yankiji Vedan Ida Wa Huranwa Sakizua. In this war, Ida Hura means according to commentary, Hura means what? Hura means mythical serpent war, the word of a mythical serpent, or the word of a mythical bird. That's called Karula. Okay, so I don't know in any other traditions, any other country, but in Myanmar, mostly we, how to say, Myanmar people, they believe that there is a mythical war of a serpent, snakes, dragons, okay? So they are not unlike the snake we have seen we can see in this with our naked eye. So so there is a naga king of what a serpent also. So and also in their war in their abode, uh, it's believed to have many treasures, many treasures. So so there the in the commentary, in order to referring to that kind of abode or sabin abode or mythical sabin abode or mythical what mythical bird karula abode. So there are also many treasures. Okay, Yanginji Weda Idawa Huranwa. Hura refers to that kind of a world or existences. And then Saki Suba means what Saka, as you know, that is celestial abodes. In this human world, in the mythical world, and also in the celestial world, celestial world, then there are what? There are treasures, Veda. Okay, there are treasures. Yankinji Vedam, Idawa, Hudanwa, Saki Suba, Yam Radanam Banidam. Na no saman atidata gadina. Banida means higher, nobler, okay, more exceeding. Uh, na no saman atidata gadina. Data gadina with the Buddha. Okay, saman equal. Na no. Okay. Na no saman atidata gadina. Na ati. Okay. Na ati. There is no treasure equal to the Buddha treasure. Okay. Uh, in the war, either in the human war or Deva war or Sabin war or Grula war, in whatever war. So that's kind of verse you have already had it. Okay, so that's why uh, that's why the Buddha is said to be Radhana. Okay, Radhana Sudha, and then uh, Adulathena. So, but here also, Banya is also called Atula, okay, fearless, incomparable, measureless. Then the last one is the meaning of Radhana is Anoma Sada Paribhogatena. Anoma Sada Paribhogatena. Sada means being. By a being. What kind of being? Na Oma. Oma means low, okay? Oma. Na Oma. Anoma. Okay, we have that kind of a river, right? With this name Anoma. So Bodhisattva, when the body, our Bodhisattva in our Buddhist chronology of the Buddha, when our Bodhisattva renowned the world, uh, he has to cross. Okay, he shaved his head hair and also uh, on the bank of the Anoma River. Okay, not Oma, Anoma. So Oma means low. Okay, not Oma means not low. So not bad, but it means high or noble. Okay, so not Oma, Anoma. Anoma Sada Paribhogatina. So this is the thing to be used by the high and noble people. Okay, so wisdom, Panya, as I explained you last week, Panya is not just a knowledge we acquire in the schools or in the universities, okay, in the Buddhist sense here. Panya is something that can penetrate the Four Noble Truths, okay, that can penetratively understand the Four Noble Truths, the cause and effect as they really are, the Nama and Rupa as they really are. So that kind of Panya is the thing that can be used only by noble people. So noble or ignoble, we mean that not in the measurement of what, how much, how rich you are, or how, or what kind of status you belong to, but then so uh, noble or ignoble, Oma or Anoma, uh, the standard that we make is so uh, how much our mind is purified. Okay, how much our mind is purified from the defilement. Okay, so that is the point. Yeah. So so if our mind is defied by the mental defilements, mental impurities, so what happened? We will be our our mind will not be able. We will not be able to see things as they really are. So because we are under the influence of it, mental impurities like loba, dosa, moha, and so on. So they overwhelm our domain of the mind. So in the very beginning, we make a chart with the right. Do you still remember the mental domain? Mind is there. Okay, domain of the mind is there. So in order to occupy the mind, okay, the domain or the freeland of the mind. So both wholesome mentalities and unwholesome mentalities are waging the war. They try to occupy the pure land of the mind. So when by the time overwhelmed or occupied uh, by the good mentalities, Sovana Jetisika, and then what happened? Our mind will be brighter than ever before, and then the wisdom will be there. Okay, so with this, in this sense, we got what novel and ignoble mean. We make a measurement or standard through the having defilement or being with the defilement or without defilement. Okay, so because with the defilement, we cannot our wisdom will not be bright enough. Okay, will not be able to shine enough. So that's why there is a called Radhana. Okay, so very um, Radhana 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cents of the Radhanas are given here. So it's for your knowledge. So for your information, you can take note, and then maybe later, whenever you see Radhana, you can remember. Oh, uh, so whether they can be really called Radhana or not, right? So Panya Radhana, Panya also. Panya Wadadanam, Panya Radhanam. So Wadarana Kamandaraya Samaza compound. Okay. Panya Wa, Panya Ewa. Only the Panya. Okay. The treasurer understands image in the sense of what? Okay. So another Panya Wadadana, we have to make a compound, a Wadarana compound. Then so here also you see commentator, when the Buddha start to use a new word, Panyaradana, so new words has to be explained in detail, right? So what is the sense of the Radhana? Okay, then whether it is applicable here or not, and then how to join with it, on the old information that is a Panya with the new information that is a Radhana. Okay, Panya and Radhana, how to join together. Okay, or in new information. So that's also one of the way that you can apply in your what academic writing. Okay. Then where? Nadina Sada Moshandi the Sayan wa Aramani na Moshadi the Amoho. Okay. So there is Amoha. Nadina Sada Moshandi. So you see the word Moha and Moshandi. Amoha. So na Moshandi. Okay. Moha is defined by the word Dina Moshandi. Okay. Dina Moshandi. So Dena means instrumental case. Okay. Instrumental case ending. Through this, beings are deluded. Okay. Beings are deluded. That's why it's called moha. Okay. Moha means so whenever you have this kind of things, you found understand you are found to be deluded. So something like a kind of a drug. Okay, kind of a drug. So this drug is something like nowadays medical, how to say, medical practitioners, they trying to use some kind of a pill in order to make people sleep. Okay, some sort of medicine. Some are very serious. That's why they are prohibited not to sell without the uh, recommendation of the physician. So that kind of medicine. So if you take the medicine, you will fall asleep. Okay, that's something like this. Here, with this, beings are deluded. Without this, beings will not be deluded. So that is a moha. Okay. So long as we have a moha, we are deluded in an object, in whatever object that we encounter. Okay, we got our mind is deluded. We cannot differentiate whether it is a good or bad or beneficial or harmful or whatever. We cannot. So that's why moha is a very, very, how to say, big problem. Okay. So let me, one of my students in the Dhammaduda University, Chikinda, Dhammaduda Chikinda University, he is writing about the moha. He submit uh, his title with the moha, study of the moha. Let me ask you, do you see any article or research work about the moha? Moha? So if you have, please tell me. Okay, share your knowledge. For example, maybe thesis or dissertation or any other article, academic work. I think moha is a very uh, how to say, moha is a very popular, even though notorious. Moha is a notorious. Lova dosa moha is a three rules. So I think there will be a lot of academic work done on the moha. Okay. So if you have some information about the book or just name also okay, name entire or the name, book name, and also publication. So please share with me. So then I can again share with my student. So, okay. So that is for another another information. So here moha is very deluded, but the without moha is being without moha is called amoha. Okay. So when this thing happens in our mind, we will not be deluded. That's why it is called amoha. So karana sadhana, okay, with the instrument that is dena na motion didi, okay, dena sadhana motion didi amoho. So if you take a Namo Shanti only, it will be what the Kadu Sadhana. But we pay attention to the Tena. Not Tena Sadhamo Shanti, that's why Amoha is here. And then Karana Sadhana. Another one is the Sayanva Aramani. Namo Shanti di Amoho. So there is a va, okay, connecting what? Sayanva, not only Karana Sadhana. Okay, Karana sadhana is not alone to make a wikaha for the what amoha. So uh, apart from the Karana sadhana, there you can make a Kadu sadhana also. Okay, that's why commentator explained that the Sayam Wadi Sayam Wa Aramani na Moshadi di amoha. So it itself does not dilute in the object. Okay, does not dilute in the object. That's why. That's why it is called amoha. Okay, kadu sadhana here, karana sadhana. Dhamma vijaya badam. So in the commentator said Dhamma vijaya badam. The word Dhamma vijaya is Vodata meva, Voda atam eva. Okay. We have to divide it. Odatam eva, odam atam eva. So atam meaning, odam means a set, a four-set meaning. Okay, it's with a four-set meaning. So the Dandama Vijaya has been explained in the previously explained. Dhamma Vijaya here. Chatu Sajja Dhamme Vijina Didi Dhamma Vijaya, we have already commented, explained already. So Four Noble Truths, trying to analyze the Four Noble Truths. That's why it is called investigate Four Noble Truths. That's why it's called Dhamma Vijaya. So already explained. Then why? Kasama Banidam Puna Vodam. So in the very beginning, I told you that. Why it is repeated? In order to show that the antithesis between non-delusion and delusion. So antithesis, opposite. Okay. Amohasa, moha padipaka bhava divanatam. So the word padipaka is interpreted as the antithesis, opposite. Okay, padipaka means opposite. Opposite of being opposite to the moha. Okay, in order to show that, so Dhamma Vijaya, the word Dhamma Vijaya is repeated. Okay, so padipaka. Amoha here, and also the commentator father, make a further explanation. De ne dan dibedi, de na e dan dibedi. Okay. Well, by that expression, non-delusions shows its antithesis to delusion. So here, Yuayan amoho so na gewalam mohado anyo damo. Okay. By that expression, non-delusion shows its antithesis to delusion, and non-delusion is not a thing altogether different from a delusion. What is that? Not a thing altogether different from it. I think it would be better altogether, the usage altogether. So it will be, in my understanding, it will be better to use it is not a thing merely different from the, okay, merely different from delusion. So it means nowadays we interpret, mostly translators, they use what? Non-delusion, right? Amoha. So aloba, how to say? No, no delusion, no greed. Aloba adosa amoha, how to translate? Mostly. Mr. Ryan, maybe you are sleeping.
Sayadaw.
Alobo, how to translate? No greed or non-greed? What?
I think it's non-greed, Sayadaw.
Non-greed.
Yes,
Ah,
non-greed.
greed, non-hatred,
Yes,
non.
and non-delusion, Sayadaw.
Okay, okay, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you.
So in that case, a non means a what? Non has a sense of the opposite or hmm, non. So
Yes, I think it's in the stand of offices here.
opposite, non-alcoholic, non-fishing,
Yes.
not, not ready, hmm, non-profit making, or like something like an NGO, non-government organization, something like that. So here also not merely different, uh, not merely more amoha. Okay, amoha does not mean that which is just another thing, which is a not moha, but which is the sense is that opposite. Okay, antithesis sense we have to. So if we are trying to translate the word amoha, so we have to pay this. We have to pay attention to this. How to say this explanation of a commentary. So altogether different from delusion. Not a thing merely different from the delusion, but what is mean here is that the non-delusion known as what? Such for doctrine is opposed to delusion. Such for doctrine. What is that? What the commentator said. Mhm. Oh, Dhamma Vijaya Sankado. Actually, search for the truth. Dhamma Vijaya Sankado Amoho Nama. So Amoha should be joined with the Dhamma Vijaya. So when we translated the word Dhamma Vijaya, Amoho Dhamma Vijaya, right? Amoho Dhamma Vijaya. So we have to Dhamma Vijaya is a what? Modifier. Okay, modifier or the amoha. Okay. Separately, when you translate amoha dhamma vijaya, the last part, the second dhamma vijaya, so we have to translate together with the amoha. So because amoha and dhamma vijaya represent the same thing, adjective and noun. So, but in the previous dhamma vijaya, we have to we can translate it itself. We can translate alone. So amoha is not merely not being a moha, but which is called Dhamma Vijaya, Dhamma investigator. Okay, investigator of the Four Noble Truths. So that meaning. That's why with this sense, commentator explained that the Buddha used Dhamma Vijaya for the second time or repeated. And then finally, the Samadhi here, three Sama and Deity. Okay, Samadhi you see, Samadhi Yatha va Neyanika Kusala Deity. So Deity, the word Deity is in the keep as it, accommodator keep Deity as it is. Okay, no change at all. But for the word Sama, there are three words Yatha va Neyanika Kusala. So this for the this attribute us that how to say that makes meaning of samba. So that's why we already discussed it previously. That's why we're not go today. So that is something about the samba deity, samba deity as well as a banyindriya or amoha. So whenever you find in whatever synonymous word, so we can understand the same thing. because the Buddha also in the Dhammasaṅgaṇī, so the Buddha also used the same definition for the uh, for the for the different words, for the words which are different in appearance, but same in the sense. So after that, that is number 16, Sad Banyindriya. So you may aware of that in the Athasalini, it goes to the number 19. Okay, because number 70 and 80 are skipped. Because 70 is a Manindriya. Okay, Kadamandasme Samaye Manindriya. Manindriya is the same with the Chaitam. Okay, the same with the Chaitam. So paragraph number 6. So commentator were now with the time and energy. And also number 80 is about the Somana Sindriyam. Okay, Somana Sindriyam. So Somana Sindriyam is the same with the Vedana. Number 3, paragraph number 3, on the page number 80 of the Dhammasaṅgaṇī. Okay. So that's why the commentator will not repeat the explanation again. So, and then it is go to the Jividendriya, paragraph number 19, Jividendriya, on the page number 20. So here, I will like you to read the Bali first. Kadaman dasmai samaye Jividendriya hodi, yo desam arubinam dhammana ayu titi yabana yabana iriyana. And then vadana palana jividendriya. Okay. So idan dasmai samaye jividendriya body. So what? So in this paragraph, so if we analyze kadaman dasmai samaye jividendriya. So that is pucha. Okay. Pucha means what? A question. And then your desang arubinam dhammanam ayutidi yabana iriyana vadana balana jividendriya. That is what puja. And then maybe that your desang arubinam dhammana ayuti. This is what dhammani desa. Okay. Dhammavatthana or nedesa you can also say. And then what is that? Idam dasmai samaye jividendriya hodi. Okay, idam dasmai samaye jividendriya hodi abana. Okay, so in this way we can divide to understand the sentence structure over there. So jividendriya is a very important life faculty for us. Without this, we will not survive. Faculty of a life. Okay, here, faculty of the light, that the persistence which is the immaterial states. So we have a two kinds of Jividendriya, right? Rupa Jividendriya and Nama Jividendriya. So when we talk about the Rupa, 20 materials, okay, according to Abhidhamma Sangha, we have a 28 material. And then there is a Jividendriya, okay? It is a born of what? Jividendriya Rupa is a born of a Chitta or Kama or Udu or Ahara. What do you think? Maybe.
Kamacharupa, Sayadaw.
Pardon?
Yeah, it's Kamacharupa, Sayadaw.
Oh, Kama Bomeda, right. Kamaja Rupa. So that is what? Pasada Bhava Jivida Sankada Tavidambi. Indriya Rupa Nama. Okay. Pasada Bhava Jivida. Okay. Pasada 5 sensitivity and then Bhava to what to say? Gender. Okay, gender Rupa. And then Jivida, life faculty, they are called what? Faculties. And also among the Kamajaruba, they are Ekanda Kamajaruba. So they are 9, okay? So among them, this 8 is belong to Kamajaruba. So that's why in the one point we have to remember is how how long our body, how to say, our life faculty, okay, maybe longevity of our life faculty. So how many years can we live as a human being, okay, in this very life? So if we think, so it's up to our karma, right? It's up to our karma. Because the Jewish, as long as the Jewish identity is there, we can survive. But sometimes we make short-lived karma, kusala karma. That karma produce is a result. In that case, maybe our lifespan will be very short. So kamajaruba. So kamajaruba. So that's why here, but that is rupa. So here also nama. So among the asawena sanya jena ekakara jividendriya, okay, manasikara. Among the universal mental concomitance, there is also jividendriya. So that jividendriya is a nama jividendriya. So now what we are talking is a nama jividendriya. That's why our commentator is the Buddha said, "Your days are arubinandamanam." Okay, your days are arubinandamanam. Arubinan mentality. So that's why here immaterial Dhammanan states. What happened? Your desam Arubinan Dhammanan, desam Samyudakana Aruba Dhammanam. Okay? Aruba Dhammanam. So as you know that the Jewish identity Chitasika does not arise alone. So depending on Cheda, or arise together with the Cheda. Okay, when it arises together with the Chitta, Vedana also there, Sanya also there, Sankara, other mental concomitants are also there. These four, Vedana Khanda, Sanya Khanda, Sankara Khanda, Vijnana Khanda, these four mental aggregates are called Sambhayodaka. Okay, associated. They rise together, they associate one another. So your ayapanathena, are you? Oh, this is a very important word, are you? Okay. That persistence, which is means persistence, which in the sense of establishing then is in the associated immediate stage. So are you? Are you? Are you? Are you is very important in our life. So in the Buddhist literature, in the Sutta, maybe Chula Vedana Sutta, the where Chula Vedana Sutta, Majjhima Nikaya, Majjhima Nikaya in the Chula Vedana Sutta. So there is a discussion about the what, whether they are they the same with the, are they the same between Nirodha Samabadi, okay, Nirodha Samabadi in death moment. Nirodha Samabadi in death, are they the same or different? So that question is there in the Chula Vedana Sutta. Okay, in the Majjhima Nikaya, maybe if you find it, if you have a time, please try to read it there. Chula Vedana Sutta, Majjhima Nikaya. So there also in this context, the Buddha also is there is explanation that Ayu, Usama, and Vijnana. The three things, Ayu, Usama, and at the time of the death. Ayu is a normal. Usama means what? Usama means heat, right? Usama is Ayu is a Jewish identity here. You see, the Buddha himself is explaining Jewish identity with the term Ayu. Okay, Ayu is a Jewish identity. Usama is a heat. So born of a Kama. Okay, Kama born Kamaja Dejo Dadu. Okay, Dejo element, fire element, the born of the Kama, produced by the Kama. Kamaja Dejo Dadu is a called heat. So within ourselves, our body, there is heat. So that heat is born or produced by the what? Karma, our karma, previous karma. And then Vijnana. Okay, Vijnana means Cheda, the same. Ayu Usama Vijnana. For the dead body, Ayu is a normal. And then your heat is already, fire is exhausted. Okay, extinguished. No more fire. The dead body, very cool already. So even before we die, maybe someone who is in a seriously ill or critically ill, in that case, what happened? So maybe going to die very soon, maybe 5 hours, 6 hours later. So other die. If you touch the feet of that person, or totally cool, okay, because the heat, usma is getting reduced, okay. And also Vayodhatu, Kamaja Vayodhatu cannot push the Usama to go around to circulate. So that's why in that the Jula Vedana said that they mentioned that at the moment of a death, Ayu is a normal, and the Usama is exhausted, extinguished, a normal, and also Vijnana is a disappear. Vijnana is ceases to exist. So, but for the Nirodhasma body, Ayu also stay remain, Usama is stay alive. Okay? And also Vijnana also stay there. Not ceases. Okay, that Sudha is interesting Sudha. So, and also in Samyutta Nikaya also about the Ayu Usama Vijnana. So in the Samyutta Nikaya, maybe Salayana or Candamuka or Salayana Samyutta there. So you type in Ayu or Usama and then you search, and you may find it out. And many interesting points are there. So here the point I like to tell you is the Ayu and Jewish identity are the same. Our life faculty is we call what? That's the Ayu. Okay. When you offer the food, so mostly why we are studying in the why we are staying in the university, IDBMU. So other time maybe almost Sayadaw is still there. He was serving as a pro-rata academic. So whenever we have a water boarding, maybe donation ceremony, so Sayadaw gave a Dhamma talk, and then in that Dhamma talk, Sayadaw mostly, maybe in most of the occasions, Sayadaw gave a sermon regarding the almsgiving. So then what the Sayadaw recite is we still remember that Ayung Dadawa Ayusa Bagi Hodi. Okay? Ayung Dadawa Ayusa Bagi Hodi. Divina wa Manusina wa. So offering as food is offering what? Life. Okay. Anado Blado Hodi and something like that. So if you offer the food, that means that you are offering life. Offering food to the Sangha means offering life to the Sangha. Because you make the life to be extended, okay, to live longer. Ayundadawa, by offering the life. Ayusa bhagi hodi. Bhagi means get the portion, get the share of a life, either in the human life or as a divine life. So that in that way, Sayadawji's way of recitation is a very, how to say, very formal, very ancient way of recitation. Nowadays we haven't had such a way of recitation. Very similar. Sayadawji imitated the recitation of the Venerable Mingo Sayadawji, the first Tividakadara Sayadawji. So if you listen the Dhamma talk or Dhamma recitation of Mingo Sayadawji, and then compare in comparison with the Burma Sayadawji, you may find it out that they are quite similar way of pronunciation or recitation. So yeah, the point is I remember that when I read this one, Jividendriya, and also uh, the Buddha explained that Jividendriya is the life, okay, are you of mentalities, okay. Nama Jividendriya is the life of the mentality, the life of the four mental aggregates, okay. So because without this Nama Jividendriya, they cannot survive. Okay, yeah, in the following words you see, TD. So on the Jividendriya, they remain. Okay, it is the remaining place. And also Yabana, Yabana, Idiyana, Vadana, Balana. Okay, very clear here. Yabana means what? The persistence. Or when it is present, the immediate states occur. Okay, go on, continue. Okay, it is a go what persistence. So without this, they cannot continue. Okay, that's why it is called Ayu. So they survive, they go on, and also they continue to happen. Ida masa sabawa, but then this is a natural word. So the same thing. Yasama banedi dhamma, yasama bana edi dhamma. Ayusamaye wasati detandi. Ayusamaye wasati detandi. Very, so this word is very good. This word gives the nature of the body, and in as much as these associated immediate state, when there is a persistence, are you okay? Subsist, occur, maintain themselves, and then progress, continue, preserve themselves, and then the damn subsistence, etc., are giving. So yabana, yabana, iriyana, wadana, palana. Okay, these are what the same name. Only when life faculty is there, nama Jividendriya is there. So other mental faculties like a Vinyana, so Vedana Khanda, Sanya Khanda, and other remaining Sankhara Khanda, they can survive. Okay, they can maintain. Okay, they can continue to exist. So, Ewan Bojandana Bana Wasena Burima Badira Sadankatan. So, for example, Yabana and Yabana. So, Yabana, Yabana, that only difference is what? Diga and Rasa. Okay? Yabana is with a short Rasa power. And then Yabana is with a long power. That is a long Yabana. Okay? That's the difference. Why it is said. Here, commentator explain A1 Bhujandana was in a Purima Rasa Dankata because of the people who listen to very they will understand only when they had with the short vowel Yabana or Yabana. So not much a different meaning. Iriyana, also Idaya, Idiyandi, Iriyana, Wadadiri, Wadana, but with them. So not much difficulty here, then you can understand and read. But the point here you have to take note is that Jiva identity are you. So how do you say? The same. Are you Nama Jiva identity are you? The same here. Nama Jiva identity is the life faculty for the Vena Khanda, Sanya Khanda, Sankara Khanda, Vinyana Khanda. Maybe Rupa Jiva identity is a life faculty for the Rupa Khanda. So they work together, and then they keep us alive. So without Jividendriya, there will be no more. Okay, without Jividendriya, we will be no more. Will be maybe in another existence, and then that body will be there. So with this, how to say, we have to maintain our life faculty, Jividendriya, in order to do what? In order to develop a wisdom, okay, in order to develop a saddha and so on. So also if you want to strengthen, if you want to, how to say, extend your life, I would like to suggest you, as a Sayadaw recite. So, so if you want to live long, you offer food. You offer food. If you want to be beautiful, you offer food. And then what? Sukha. If you want to be happy, and then you offer food. Sukha bala. If you want to be strong in life, so you offer the food. And then that discourse what? If you want to have a very quick wisdom, maybe Aiju, right? Aiju, you have, so maybe you have a very bright Aiju. So for that purpose, you have to do what? Offer food, okay? Arms food to the Sangha or to whoever they need. Then that will strengthen your life. Okay, your life, your beauty, your strength, and your energy and your power. Okay, I choose. Then and also either in the human world or the world, wherever you are, you will be very lonely. You will live a very long. So thank you so much for your listening. So
Thank you, Sayadaw.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
Thank you so
so
much, Sayadaw.
Thank you so
yeah,
much, San.
by reciting Buddha Sasana Jirande, Buddha Sasana Jirande do, Buddha Sasana Jirande do, Buddha Sasana Jirande do, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
Yeah, welcome. Bye bye.